Thiruchitrambalam, Hara Hara Namah Parvati Padaye, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Sitsabesa, Sivasidambaram, Tenadude Sivane, Putri Nattavarkum Reva, Putri Thiruchitrambalam, எடுக்கும் மாக்கதை இந்தமிழ் செய்யுளாய் நடக்கும் மேன்மை நமக்கருள் செய்திட தடக்கை ஐந்துடை தாழ்செவி நீள்முடி கடக்களிற்றை கருத்துள்ளிருத்துவாம் உலகலாம் உணர்ந்து ஓதற்கரியவன் நிலவுலாவிய நிர்மலி வேணியன் அலகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்து ஆடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவான் சைவத்தின் மேற்சமயம் வேறிலை அதில் சார் சிவமாம் தெய்வத்தின் மேற் தெய்வம் இல்லனும் நான்மறை செம்பொருள் வாய்மை வைத்த சீர் திருத்தேவாரமும் திருவாசகமும் உய்வை தரச் செய்த நால்வர் பொற்றாள் எம்முயிர் துணையே. தில்லை வாழந்தனரை முதலாக சீர்படைத்த தொலையதாம் திருத்தொண்ட தொகைடியார் பதம் போற்றி உலையவர் புராணகதை உலகறிய விரித்துரைத்த செல்வமலி குன்றத்துள் செக்கிழார் அடி போற்றி. ஆதாரமாகிய மாணிக்க வாசகர் பாதார விந்தம் பணிவோம். பண்டு செய்த தீதான பாவங்கள் எல்லாம் தீர்ந்து ஞானோதயம் வந்து கூடிடுமே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். Dear devotees, welcome back to the Periyapuranam Discourse series. The blessings of the Almighty Lord Shiva. We're here to think through some of the wonderful Nayanmar's history. Let me bow my head to the lotus feet of Devachekla Swamigal and also to the 57th Pontiff of Gunamata Kalyana Priyadina, Srilasi Guru Mahasannidhanam, Srilasi Rajasarana Manikvasa Swamigal as well. By the grace of the Almighty Lord Shiva, let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to cover 9 Mars in Bhatharai Panivargal Sarukkam. You may recall, we covered that a few times. In Periyapuranam, we have 63 Nayanmars and 9 group devotees. So Nayanmar means single devotee. It represents one single devotee. Group devotees means a group of people who do specific service to Lord Shiva. For instance, singing the fame of Lord Shiva, and then doing Abhisheka, touching the Shivlinga in temple and doing the Abhisheka like Adishiva Shivacharya. So specific devotees doing specific services is what we call them, Tohediyas. So far we have already covered 2 Tohediyas, Thillai Valandanar and Poyidimilla the Pulavar. In this Sarukkam, all of them are Tohediyas, right from Bhatharai Panivargal until the end. So we'll start with first Bhatharai Panivargal history. Just a few words to explain who they are, and they are even the devotees in the current century can also be covered under this Tohediya group. The Bhatharai Panivargal. Bhakti means, Bhattar means the man who has devotion. So it's pretty much literally a translation of staunch devotees. Bhatharai Panivargal, staunch devotees who bow their head to the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. So staunch devotees possess devotion, bhakti, towards Lord Shiva and lead a life full of self-imposed restraints as defined in Shivagmas. These devotees worship Lord Shiva with their thoughts, words, and deeds. They immerse themselves in the sea of devotion to Shiva. They are ready to offer anything and everything they possess to Lord Shiva. We have seen that. Even when Kali Nayanar, he had no money, he was even willing to do a labor job to earn money to continue his service. Like that, we had many examples. Eliangudi Maranayanar was also doing the same. So they have deep regard and love to Shiva and also the devotees of Lord Shiva, which is very important. And they don't care for any fame or name or good merits. They don't really care for anything except their love for Lord Shiva. They go in ecstasy by listening to the glories of Lord Shiva. They get excited. The true devotee, a staunch devotee, will get excited by listening to the glories of Lord Shiva, Shiva Puranas, and so on. And they are always very seriously committed to their chosen services for Shiva and also to help the devotees of Lord Shiva. They are well qualified to merge with Lord Shiva after birth, after life. Their qualification would be expressed and seen as the copious tears they flow due to their love for Shiva. We covered this in a few stories as well before. Charan Brahmanayana, literally, he was shedding copious tears when the moment came to know that the Lord of Thirualavai gave him a letter, Thirumukham, and the tears from his eyes came. It reached until his chest. For us, hardly we tears will come out of it, even if it, so for some reason, by miracle, if it comes out, it will not go beyond this way. It will disappear within eyes itself. Maybe it will come until cheek. That's it. But for Charan Brahmanayana, it was flowing like a river. So that shows how deep they are into Shiva. So, and then whether they are seated, lying down, standing, walking, sleeping, or wide awake in their mind, is always centered on the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. This is important, no matter what they do. Sitting, sleeping, walking, awake, whatever they do, but their mind is always centered on the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. So such devotees are called Bhatharai Panivargal. They were there during Sundaramurti Nayana time, and there are some devotees even in the current century will fall under the same Togadia group. That's all about Bhatharai Panivargal. The next group is Paramanaye Paduvar, those who sing the Lord's glories, Poduva Murtigal, and other devotees. So these are the devotees find bliss in singing the glories of Lord Shiva, singing the Devara hymn, Devara, Tiruvasakam, Tirumurai, and any other sutras that praise the Lord. They may sing in Tamil, Sanskrit, or in any other regional language, but the theme of their songs is always focused on the glory of Lord Shiva. And they firmly believe that the purpose of this life is to merge with lotus feet of Lord Shiva. So they dedicate their life in singing the glory of Lord Shiva. They also believe that only Lord Shiva can liberate us from the shackles that bind us to the worldly things and bestow on us the eternal bliss. So that's all about Paramanaye Padavar, who sing the glories of Lord Shiva. The next one, Sittatte Sivanpale Vaitar, those who remain focused only on Shiva, nothing else. Sittatte Sivanpale Vaitar, focused. Their heart, their activities, everything else, their thoughts focused only on Shiva. And they remain focused on Shiva, can control their thoughts by diverting to any other subject or person. They have transcended everything that is worldly. They always remain at a higher state of consciousness. They have perfect control of their mind. The only thing that can affect them is their intense and immense love for Shiva. So recognizing such great devotees and worshipping them is the supreme blessing anyone can get in this birth. That's all about Sittatte Sivan Palayavaitar. The next group of devotees uh, are Thiruvarur Perandargal, the people who are born in Thiruvarur, the devotees born in Thiruvarur. Lord Shiva, who exhibits himself with an Uruvam, which is physical form, or as an Aruvam without a physical form. And the devotees and people, in fact, here it says Pirandar means everybody who are born in Thiruvarur. So those who are fortunate enough to be born in Thiruvarur invariably are the reincarnations of Shivaganas from Kailash. They reserve mukti by being born in Thiruvarur. Thiruvarur is the field in which jnanam grows, the wisdom. It bestows on us the supreme state of silence, which we call monam, and liberation. Shaivites firmly believe that being born in Thiruvarur is good enough to obtain liberation. The devotees of Shiva who lived in Thiruvarur were the main reason why Sundaramurti Swamigal composed Thirutondattohai, the great Devara hymn, and which led Thiruchitrambalam Swamigal to compose another detailed history of this Nayanmars. So, which in turn was the cause of the birth of this great literary Periyapuranam, which we are thinking through for almost a year. So Thiruchitrambalam Swamigal states that it's impossible to enumerate the merits of the people born in Thiruvarur. It is impossible. It's beyond words. It's beyond speech and text. The least we can do is to honor them who are born in Thiruvarur as the reincarnations of Shivaganas. They control the five senses, and after life, they reach the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. That's all about Thiruvarur Perandargal. The next group is Muppodum Tirumeni Teenduvar, the priest who touch the Shivlinga and other vigrahas in temple. Shaivism is based on the four Vedas and 28 Shivagamas. The worship of Lord Shiva, the rituals of temple, there's daily rituals, Nitya Valibadu, special occasions, Naimitya Valibadu, my Naimitya worship, and then organized specific worship like Kami Valibadu. Regardless of what type of puja it is, in temple, only the Adi Shaiva community, Sivacharyas, are authorized by Shivagamas. When we say authorized by Shivagamas means authorized by Lord Shiva himself to touch and do the service. That's why they call it Muppodum Trimeni Tinduvar, 3 times, morning, noon, and evening. So Adisiva Sivacharyas who are eligible to worship Shivlinga, and they're always immersed in their deep love for Shiva. Only they have the right to touch Shivlinga thrice a day. I'm not saying this. The Thiruchitrambalam Swamigal says this. Lord Shiva says that in Shivagama. So they perform the Abhishekam, adorn the Shivlingam and Vigrahas with flowers. The Adishaiva Shivacharyas, the price of Adishaiva Shivacharyas who worship Lord Shiva will remain superior everywhere. Nowadays, you may be hearing anyone can do Shiv, anyone can enter the Garbhagriha, anyone can do puja, it's regardless of community. We may hear all that revolutionary thoughts. It's a democratic country, anyone can do anything. If it is approved by a human-made law, it's allowed. That's okay, but we need to be aware of the religious rules and principles. No one can break the laws made by Lord Shiva. It's only the Adiseva Acharyas who are authorized to touch Shiva. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I'm not authorized to do it. I will just stick to what's in Shivagama. So that's all about Popon Trimini Tindwar. Devotees, then the next one is Muluniru Pusya Munivar. Devotees smeared with vibhuti all over their body. So the two key external identifications of Shaivam, Lord Shiva, are vibhuti and Rudraksha. Vibhuti, the holy ash. It can be classified into three different types, namely Karpam, Anugarpam, and Upagarpam. Devotees who use any of these varieties will get liberated from the cycles. The main reason we wear the holy ash on our forehead is just to remind ourselves this body will become ash one fine day. It's not going to stay like this forever. One day, this body will become ash. I'm not going to be alive in 2023. We're in 2023, 100%. People tend to forget that, but Shaivism always insists us to remind that every day and remember that every day. So Karpam Vibhuti is prepared in a manner where the fresh cow dung is collected directly from a cow. The moment that the tongue is released, somebody will catch that with the lotus leaf. And that cow should have given birth to a healthy calf. So it gets mixed thoroughly with the Panchakavyam, chanting Shiva Panchakshara all the time. A homam is performed honoring Lord Shiva. Then the mixed cow dung is put into the homam. The next day, the vibhuti is formed and is removed from the kundam with due reverence. That's called vibhuti made of karpa. Anukarpam is prepared in the same manner, except that it's made out of dried cow dung obtained from the forest. Upakarpam is the holy ash obtained from jungle and cowshed produced by wildfire, and so on. So vibhuti must be smeared on one's body as per the prescribed rules, 16 places like we do. We need to get diksha from a proper Gurunadar, and then we are authorized to wear within 16 places of our body. And it must be smeared all over the body, and that's why we say Mununiru Pusya Munivar. Vibhuti must not be used in dirty places and it should not be dropped on or wasted while smearing it. And we have two Nayanmars who have given their life just for Vibhuti. Sri Maypur and Sri Enadi Nayanmar. Let's also remember that. But this is all about Muluniru Pusya Munivar. Then the last one is Appalum Adisarnda Adiyarkum Adiye. This term includes the devotees of Lord Shiva, not listed in Gomathinayagam, Thiruchitrambalam, and also devotees of Lord Shiva who belong to the other regions beyond the Tamil Nadu, beyond Tamil Nadu, are included in this Appala Madisandar. Right? The devotees belong to a period prior to Nayanmars, and anybody who devoted to Lord Shiva would belong to this category. So Shaivism is not limited to one specific region. It covers the whole universe. That's why Sundaramurti Swami specifically mentioned Appala Madisandariya. There are devotees. They can be in any part of the world for Lord Shiva. We never know. It's not only limited to Tamil Nadu and Tamil. Like some of us are saying, the few devotees, you may come across devotees saying it's only Tamil, Shaivism only for Tamilian. No, it's not like that. It's for the whole universe. There is a reason Lord Shiva created the whole universe, all the religions made by him. So Shaivism is for the whole universe, not limited to one language. That's all about Bhatharai Panivargal Sarukkam. let's end the session for today. We will cover the last section of Thiruchitrambalam, Manniyesi Sarukkam, in the next session. Thiruchitrambalam என்றும் இன்பம் பெருகும் இயல்பினா ஒன்று காதலித்து உள்ளம் ஓங்கிட மன்றுளார் அடியார் அவர் வான்புகழ் நின்றது எங்கும் நிலவி உலகலாம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஹர ஹர நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவா சிற்சவேசா சிவசிதம்பரம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.